creative process is integral to the human experience. We're lucky to have OSA in a town where creativity is something that's celebrated and often not repressed.
Cloud Park. This park, OSA Uptown Art Park, has been in development for years. The purpose and the idea of this park is not only to provide our students with space, but to uplift positive youth activities in the city of Oakland. Skateboarding, music, mural art, the things I grew up being told were illegal, and now we're smart enough to know these are the things that can transform and save lives. Somebody near and dear to me who was a student of this school since 7th grade, Connor Hickey, better known to the world as Angus Cloud, he passed away way too young. And I reached out to Lisa, and we decided together that really we need to name this park, the skateboarding piece of it, after Connor, not just to recognize him and the things that he wanted, but also to celebrate and acknowledge all the people that we've lost too young. He wrote his persuasive speech. That was a project in Miss Garen's class, still is as far as I know. And his was on the need for skateboard parks in the downtown space to uplift the mental health needs of young people. Miss Lisa Cloud, you want to lead us in it? You want to give one more? Plus! One love! Come on in!
The arts have the power to transcend language. They have the power to infiltrate people's hearts before they even can think of a logical thought. They have a way of moving people and expressing things and conveying things and evoking things that stir people's hearts. I joined the team at OSA in 2000. I was actually living in Boston at the time, just graduated from Berklee College of Music, saw a flyer on a table at a conference at Harvard that said trying to start an art school in Oakland, California. Met with the founding executive director, Lonnie Berry, and at the time he had hired 8 of 9 teachers. So there's only 9 total teachers, only 4 arts pathways, and the rest of the teachers were academic teachers. Ended up getting hired as the final teacher, the music teacher for both instrumental and vocal music, flew out, relocated to California, and then we all met together for the first time in the Malanga Center, and we just sat all summer and planned the structure of the school day, the curriculum, really broke down how students would rotate through the school. At the time, we were just allowing 9th graders to come in and kind of scaffolding enrollment, so we had about 95 students to begin with. The amazing thing at the beginning of school was that we all saw all of the kids, so actually all of the kids took every single art form. You might have a concentration in one area, but I saw the dancers would take music with me, and the theater students would take music with me, and so it was this beautiful community where everybody was just saturated with the arts. It was one of the most critical and important foundational times of the school that I really feel built the foundation of what OSA is today.
The vision for OSA is that our graduates bring the essential value of the arts into whatever career path they choose to pursue. To describe everyday OSA, it's much easier to be there to see it, but I will say what you will not find is apathy. You find engagement, you find energy, you find kids who know why they're at school every single day, you find kids who are willing to be there for an extra hour every single day and be incredibly productive in that extra hour. You find teachers who are very passionate about what they do, and you find a community that just loves collaboration, working together and, seeing things through until the final product is ready.
We've sort of, in my book, focused on community and value and the culture. And then we find that the arts or academics or just their development as a person comes from that. So it's never been a place that's, we're going to teach this art form and it has to be this way. And when you get out of here, this is how you define success. It's like, are you actually a developed, well-rounded person? And then you could take that and put it into your academics or your arts or profession.
I can't think of any other place in the Bay Area, or maybe the world, where all the cultures come together, all the genders and styles and genres of people come together, and then in school You got fashion designers and music makers and visual artists and dancers and set designers collaborating, talking, building. So it's not just a collaboration of cultural diversity, it's a collaboration of culture, creative mediums, bringing people together with creative energy and seeing what builds off of that. And that is just so unique to OSA.
Arts education is so important not just to prepare a kid for a life in the arts, but it teaches them to be problem solvers, resilient, creative thinkers. Self-determination is such an important skill, and you can learn those things through other things. Through the artistic process, those things are readily accessible to our students. They're going to take that skill set wherever they go. They're going to bring a different way of looking at the world with them, and that doesn't just make things better for them, it makes it better for all the people that encounter them in the process.
OSA is the chance for my kids to have an arts education. They really get to figure out who they are and then show up as they are. My kids have gotten meaningful challenge. They didn't get an easy ride. Nobody made the path any easier for them, but they were taught how to rise to the challenge.
I went to OSA from middle school all the way through high school, so I had, more than 6, 7, 8 years of that identity. I started off as a musician playing drums, and then I transitioned into photography and film, and so all of those foundational years of my childhood were as an artist, and that's how I identified. Being in the environment and community that is called OSA as a youth, it validated my artistry, gave me the right language, the tools, the resources, the know-how to ultimately explore who you are and what you want to create. And that is 100% drives me and what keeps me going. It's just having that confidence that definitely started and is fueled by my foundations at OSA.
I've been an active artist, a gallery owner here in Oakland, an art producer. My parents are artists. I've lived an art life my whole life, and I was first introduced to OSA through my child who went there as a dancer in middle school, and I just thought it was the most amazing thing that I'd ever seen. I just couldn't imagine my child dancing for 4 hours a day doing something that she loved while still getting her academics. So I'm like, yes, that's beautiful. I love this place. I love everything it stands for.
OSA shaped my life and my career path in very distinct ways. Even though I did not move forward with my art when I went off to school, the discipline that I learned from being in instrumental music definitely followed me throughout my career. I was always taught that practice makes permanent. Practice does not make perfect, so what you do over and over and over is what will come out when you're nervous, when you're upset, when you're doing great. So that level of discipline and knowing that I need to practice things correctly to get them done correctly has carried with me through college, law school, and now in my career.
Inspired by the school. I am inspired by what is produced from not just the children, but all of the art that gets created. And right now in our world, we need more art than ever.
My formal connection to OSA is being the council member for the district where they're located and supporting the things that they need done legislatively. OSA has played a critical role in shaping downtown, particularly post-COVID, when businesses have shuttered and people were sheltering in place and not coming outside. OSA students were a part of keeping our downtown vibrant and activated, which is key to any economic and cultural space, is having people in the space. They are critical to our downtown economy.
The impact that OSA has had downtown, you feel it when you walk down the street. The liveliness that the students bring, the cleanliness that comes with having people downtown. OSA provides the most amount of foot traffic downtown. While we're losing businesses, while folks still haven't come back 100% after COVID, the students are here. You can see the resurgence that is starting to occur in Uptown, particularly around OSA, because of the foot traffic and the population that they bring over. And seeing the school expand, even expanding to the Duffwin building, You just see it every day.
What we've done downtown is stayed committed to a downtown space that we've seen multiple waves of, the ebbs and flows of people coming and going. We bring youth, we bring life, we bring energy, we bring safety, we bring art, and we've now gotten to know all of our neighbors. As opposed to kind of just being off in the corner, we've really been intentional about getting to know everybody that's around us. We serve our kids, we got 820 of them, but even more importantly, we serve all of Oakland.
Creatives will be the truth tellers and the sages of tomorrow.
We offer a guiding light through the dark, a hearth to warm us. We each deserve this.
It's important that we nurture those young voices and those talents and their creativities and their passions right now so they can continue to show what an amazing place Oakland is, but also the possibility and the capacity of our young folks. It's important for individuals to invest in OSA for several reasons. Number one, there's this doom loop about the negativity and how bad Oakland is. And there are people that are consistently just dumping on the city. And OSA has produced some of this country's best and brightest. So there's no way you can say that Oakland is trash when we produce gems. And that's what OSA does.
As one of the last standing sort of large corporations in the city of Oakland, we are here, we want to be here, and we want to have a real impact. And OSA is our neighbor. We understand the importance of good education. We understand the importance of arts. And as a corporation, it's important for us to support the organizations and the schools that are doing things that have lasting impact on our community.
When you lean into creativity, you're building leaders. When you lean into the arts, you're building people who learn how to communicate, who learn how to express themselves, who learn how to articulate a point of view that you maybe weren't even ready to see, but now you're forced to face. And that's better for all of us.
OSA is important to the next generation because it is a foundation for everything that comes next in our young people's lives. When I look at the creativity of our young people, I understand that the kids are all right and things are going to be okay in the future. Even when it feels overwhelming and intense in the world or in Oakland, we have these students who are a shining beacon of hope.
Next 5 to 10 years for OSA, we right now we're in this in-between stage with our facilities. We have phase 1, Cloud Park, in memory of Angus Cloud and for all the youth and all the needs that they have here in Oakland. See that thing fully built out with the skateboard plaza and the performance area and become this destination place. Downtown, to have a place that's designated for family-friendly events that's programmed throughout the whole year, there's nothing like it. And then we need the connective tissue of Telegraph Avenue to be the Uptown Art and Entertainment Corridor, pedestrian plaza, shut down to traffic, and be the connective glue between our facilities from our park to our new building, and really use it as an opportunity to spotlight all of Oakland's artistic and cultural legacy.
OSA is culture, color, vibrancy, creative art, young people, a melting pot and intersection of all of the best parts of Oakland.
My hopes and dreams for our students is that they get every opportunity they need to be successful, not just in an artistic or creative career, but also in any other career that they may want to enter, and also to go to college if that's what they choose to do. I think we have not done our job fully until we guarantee that every single one of our graduates is able to make that choice. Go into the arts, go into any other career that they would like to, and bring the arts with them, or go to a college of their choosing and be successful.